So let me say this clearly. If you are getting into content creation at the age of 40, your age is not a problem. What likely is the issue is comparison, pressure, and trying to imitate somebody's lifestyle who isn't living yours. What is up and welcome back to the channel. My name is Iris. If this is your first time here, welcome in. Hope you enjoy and hit that subscribe button and decide to stay. And if you like what you hear, don't forget to hit that bell as well. I came across a TikTok a while ago of a woman who is 40 and she's in her creator, journey as well from 2025. And she was talking about how being the age you are is actually an advantage. And she was actually beyond 40. I believe she was 50 plus. But it gave me a really nice perspective on where I am right now and how to see the advantage of age. At 40 years old, we are not chasing trends. So whatever y'all had going on, trend talk, I'm not even looking there, right? I may look there for like fun transition stuff, little dances, that's cool. But I'm not really focused on trend talk. I'm focused on me talk. So make sure that you're not chasing trends, because that ain't what we do. We are solid. We know who we are. We know what we like and we know what we want. We don't need a trend to be our friend. So when we think about being 40 years old or beyond that, but I'm going to stick with 40 because that's where I'm at. So when we think about being 40 years old, what do we have? We have wisdom. We have stories. We have discernment. We have all of those things to our advantage to be able to share and give out to our community or to our followers, or however you want to call them. But we have all of that information to be able to share and give. People are more willing to actually listen to what their elders are saying. I am officially embracing my auntie-ism, that I am living in that space now. But I'm a person who really loves stories. I love for someone to be able to share their experience with me, share their experience, wisdom, knowledge, whatever it is, share it with me, because I am like a sponge. I like to absorb all of that information and use it because I know it's coming from a reputable source. It's someone who's already lived this journey, who's gone through this journey, and who is able to help guide me along mine, whether I take that, information and run with it or not. But being able to have those resources, like my little backpack, like my little pocketbook, right? Being able to have that to dip into when needed is something that is super special, and it's something I do not take for granted at all. Let me free you real quick. We're going to stop obsessing over things that don't really matter on this content creation journey. We're too old for that. So when it comes to all the special gear, the algorithm changing, because that's just going to happen. We can't control that. We're going to control what we can. The algorithm is one of those things we cannot control. The posting schedule. So as far as like, you need to post every day, 2-3 times a day, put in your stories 3-4 times a day. I mean, you want to have a rhythm, but you want to work up to that. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Just do what you can. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And lastly, the aesthetic perfection. Talking to myself here because I want everything to look nice and pretty. When I post it out, I want my fonts to be the same, and I want it to just really look aesthetically pleasing. And if that isn't my life, that just isn't my life. Like, y'all get this blank wall because over there I've got all kind of stuff on my vanity from where I did my little ponytail, my makeup, and all of that. And so just do what you can as you can. Of course, I would love for you guys to be able to have something to look at behind me. I did have my hats here, but I moved those. I'm getting off task. Here's the thing. Don't obsess over the small things that don't really matter. Obsess over showing up, creating the content, editing and posting it. You guys know I had a previous video where I was talking about the many habits that I'm starting now. And one of those, of course, is to record, edit, and upload. And so that's what I'm working on. But yeah, go look at that video if you haven't. I'll post it up here somewhere. So I say all of that to say that those things that we usually see people obsessing over don't really matter. What matters is your clarity, your consistency, and your output. That's what matters. So here's what is actually going to build the momentum, because we all want to grow. We all want to see success. But here's what's going to build that: consistency, showing up on a consistent basis. Your people want to know that they can depend on you. Also, one of the things that I've realized is repeating your message. There are people who are going to capture one of your videos maybe mid-year, and they want to be able to know who you are and what you're about based on that video. They're not going to probably go back to the very beginning, especially if you're doing a series. They may go back then and follow the series along. But what people need to get from every single video is a glimpse of who you are, what you represent, and what your content is going to serve them. That is why I say it is important to create from lived experiences, giving information based on your content type, right? My content type is going to be beauty, hair, lifestyle, and mindset. That is what my content pillars are. Could that change? Possibly so, but right now you're going to get the majority of one of those categories from me. Another thing is that you just need to do those small habits. I mentioned my mini habits that I'm doing, but those small, consistent habits build up to the bigger picture. There's a countdown before the rocket takes off. Make sure you take that time to prepare before you take off. So it's okay. So here's the big mindset shift, and I'm laughing because my son is downstairs moving some stuff around, but again, we're not going for perfect, we're imperfected, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so here's the big mindset shift of it all. If you're 40 and you're on your journey to become a content creator, you are not here to be chosen. You are here to be creative. You are here to be expressive in whatever form or fashion serves you best, and your audience will then come. You don't need permission. You just need consistency and practice, and everything will flow just fine. Don't obsess over the small things. Your age is not a hindrance. It's actually an advantage.